Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. Welcome to your Messenger is Here reading that we do every Tuesday. We've been doing this for quite a few years. I hope that you're all doing well. It is the 16th of June of 2026 today as we are taking this message. We only just yesterday had a new moon in Gemini, roughly at the 24th degree there of Gemini. So a new moon, of course, is a new seed, and at those degrees roughly is where we've had some eclipses, one in September of 2024 and then in March of 2025. So this new moon is activating those eclipses. Look back to what was going on in your life back then and see what it is that possibly you've left behind or you're leaving behind, because they were two lunar eclipses, very powerful full moons. Now we've got a new moon in Gemini, which is in challenging aspect to the signs that the eclipses happened in, which were Virgo and Pisces. So Gemini and this new moon forms like a T-square, a challenging aspect to those eclipses. So in September of 2024 and March of 2025, think of what was going on. I'm wondering if you can hear the little kitties. We've got little kittens and they're quite vocal. I'm wondering if you can hear them. Let's see what is going on with this new seed that is planted now in Gemini. Look to that area of your chart. Which area of your chart? Which house? Sorry, you had some commotion because of the little kitties, so that's why I paused the video. They've come right up to our window, so let's see what's coming through energetically, dear Spirit, straight after the new moon in Gemini, which happened yesterday, and the moon has now ingressed into Cancer and is going to come up to Jupiter. Jupiter in Cancer and Mercury in Cancer, and Venus has entered Leo. So let's see what's going on. What's coming through energetically, dear Spirit? What do we need to know? We've got the Hierophant, Taurus. We've got the Three of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit, Taurus, Virgo. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Ten of Wands. And the outgoing card is the Two of Pentacles. We've got the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands, of course, could speak to family, marriage, a home, even stability through, your vocation and where you put your energy is the Four of Wands. It's like the 1111 for me. We've got the Star, which speaks to Aquarius, some sort of a wish fulfillment or a hope to stabilize something. This could be hope for a family gathering. Could be a promise. This could be that something is promised that could bring recognition or success if this is a business venture, something like that. And we've got the Queen of Wands, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, very creative indeed. Queen of Wands, beautiful energy. She's very magnetic, attractive, creative. Now here we see Three of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, which could speak to a group effort, collaboration, something around work, something that could bring value. Some sort of a contract, could it be? Because we've got Taurus here, the Hierophant, which can speak to something that is of worth, something that gives you the security. This could be as I said, a contract, an agreement. But someone here with the Hermit card needs to look closer at the details. Whatever you're starting now, Mercury is going to retrograde at the end of the month and into July. But Mercury, since the 15th, since yesterday, has stepped into the degrees that he's going to retrograde back over. So whatever is going on now, and yes, it could have to do with work, creative pursuits, business, right? Someone needs to see things from a, see things clearer, look closer. The Hermit, right? Virgo energy. Now Virgo, and I was talking about the eclipses before, is where the south node of the moon is. That's where the eclipses were taking place. And I did say that the Gemini new moon activates 2 lunar eclipses, one in Virgo and one in Pisces. Virgo is perfectionism. It's about service. It's about health. It's about practical matters. It's work. It's where you put your energy daily. What do you do on a daily basis? Something about the south node there needs to be released. Something needs to, we need to, energetically look towards the north node, which is in Pisces, but we had another full moon there. Full moons are about seeing things clearer and things that are wrapping up, right? So there's something to do with a new beginning, but it's not going to be easy. Remember, the Hermit is also a 9, and, well, the Hierophant is a 5. And 5s do speak to change, right? Something to do with family business, an agreement, a contract, something to do with collaboration, or the 3 of Pentacles is someone being noticed for their abilities, or some sort of expansion and growth. And we see the Page of Cups here as well, right? The Hierophant speaks to changes. But remember also that that Uranus has left Taurus now, finished with Taurus, and Uranus is in the sign of Gemini. So whatever this new moon is talking about, it could bring something very exciting, something that you didn't expect, something that will bring change, because Uranus is change. Doesn't matter that Uranus is at the earlier degrees of Gemini and the new moon was at the 24th at the later degrees. Uranus is still in a challenging aspect to the nodes. So there is change. This could be something unexpected. It's an offer. It's an apology. It's a message that comes in. Possibly, I don't know. The 10 of Wands seems like a really heavy burden. We see the full moon here as well. So something that's coming to a completion, an ending. We also see the dragonfly here in the 4 of Wands. This could be a change of work, a change of, a living situation. The Hierophant also speaks to not only contracts, but marriage, contracts, agreements. Someone's looking at something closely, but they're coming to an ending. They're seeing the light. Now, things may be still up in the air. And remember, 10s do speak to restarts. So I've come to the end of the line. It's been heavy. It's been really heavy. I don't know how I can hold these wands up anymore. So maybe this could take a couple of weeks until, when we've got the full moon, the next lunation. 2 of Pentacles, choices, dilemmas, things being up in the air. And we go from the 3 to the 2, so it's like taking a step back. It's interesting because, okay, we've got a 4, we've got a 2, we've got a 3, and we've got some cards that speak to endings. So wrapping things up, starting something new, or even because, as I said, Mercury will be retrograding in the sign of Cancer, and practically on the same degrees that Jupiter retrograded. So there are themes relative to the Cancer part of your chart that will be coming back, that will be returning to revise, to relook at, to revisit. Let's see what the Lenormand speaks to. I want to see what this Hierophant is about. What does the energy of the Hierophant tell us? We've got a Tower. The Tower could be limitations, of course, in the Lenormand. It's about delays, mainly. But we know the Tower in the Tarot is something that has not been built solidly. The Tower, to me, is like a corporate, company, setting, whatever it is. I see it as a tall building, so it could be the constitution of marriage. It could be some government agency. It could be anything like that. But the tower for me also is like the ivory tower, where someone was lonely, unhappy, solitude. Generally, though, it does speak to delays. Now, interestingly enough, in a couple of days, Chiron, the wounded healer, is going to enter Taurus, is at the late minutes of Aries. And, you know, this is an open wound, something that needs healing, or something that we need to work through, to live through, to experience collectively. And Aries, of course, is the wounding of the ego, the I, me, my, or how do I begin on this new journey. Chiron is going to enter Taurus in the next few days and stay there for about 4 or 5 months. So during the whole summer, northern hemisphere, winter in the southern, and then return to Aries. So there's something about that initiation, that new beginning. Taurus is about values, it's about resources, it's about self-worth, it's about feel-good energy, it's about values, right? Stability, our resources. So we'll be looking at that. I want to take one more. And what can I say? I mean, this speaks to delays, a delay relative to change. Because, you know, the Hierophant could speak to traditions. The Hierophant is spiritual as well. Could it be a spiritual connection? Could it be someone's beliefs that's changing? It's got to do with contract, marriage, with a ring, possible cycles as well, agreements, contracts, marriage, arrangements, even moving house, for instance. I'm just thinking, I mean, the Ten of Wands could be, it's, you know, it's not easy moving house. Let's see what that Three of Pentacles concerns, because even the Four of Wands can speak to a house, a building. What is the Three of Pentacles? The Love card. We've got the heart here, and it's the Knight of Cups. We've got the stars and the Six of Cups. And with Mercury retrograding, yes, we will be revisiting old situations. Mercury will retrograde on the 29th of the month, but things will start to already show up even before his retrograde, because the degrees that he will retrograde over, which is about the 16th to the 26th degree of Cancer. So check if you've got any placements, any planets there. Yeah, we're going to be revisiting that area of the chart, okay? And Cancer has got a lot to do with the past, with family, with children, with our living arrangements, situation, emotional, financial security, and themes to do with family, your heritage, the past, who you live with. Are you feeling safe, secure, happy? What gives you that sense of security? Is this a work card? I mean, it could be with the stars here. The stars do speak to a wish fulfillment, or even something to do with internet, right? Aquarius is the internet. It's communication through social media. It's people you connect with, your tribe, a group, people that you associate with, your friends. What is the Hermit? What is the Hermit seeing with that lantern, the light, the cross? And the cross, it has got to do with beliefs. To me, the cross is like the Ten of Wands. It's a heavy burden that will not last. Time-wise, it's about 3 weeks that it lasts. Sounds roughly around about the Mercury retrograde. Yes, Christy. But the cross is also my beliefs. Needing to believe, needing to hold on to your beliefs. Let's take one more on that. And we've got the tree. So yes, the tree has got deep roots. The tree can speak to health. Someone could be having some health issues, physical, emotional, psychological. But whatever is being seen here as well, studied, possibly because the Hermit could be a doctor, could be a psychologist, could be a detective, because the tree is family. It's family and it's health and it's our roots, it's our heritage. So it's got to do with the past. Sometimes I do say the tree Could speak to a relationship that's connected. You know, those roots go back to past lifetimes. So someone has finally seen the light. It could be the wisdom from within, or information that could be coming through. It could be coming through social media. It could come from friends. It could come from others. Maybe something is clearing. I don't know. I mean, we've got a couple of sixes, sevens. Sixes are the lovers, which is Gemini. 7 is the chariot, which is Cancer. And if you look at the chart, everyone, we've got Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, all the planets, apart from Pluto, which is in Aquarius, they're all on that side of the chart, which is all about the our personal life, right? If we start from Aries until Virgo, they're the signs naturally in the chart that are below the horizon. So it's got to do with the soul's journey, a new beginning, a birthing that is taking place. And more about our personal private life. So what's going on behind the scenes, what we don't show to people. Now we've got the Page of Cups here, which could be an unexpected, I mean, it's Pisces energy naturally. Unexpected messenger. This could be a child, this could be a youth. It's an offer, it's unexpected, it could be an apology. Right? Let's take one card on the Page of Cups. And we've got the Fish, again, Pisces energy. And it is the King of Pentacles. So we could be talking about, you know, parenthood, parents with their children. A father with a child. We did see the Queen of Wands there. Queen of Wands is more the feminine, but with a masculine vibe. Let me just get the door for Christy. She wanting to go out. Here you go, Christy. Here you go. Out you go. Out you go, sweetheart. You want to say hello to everyone? You want to say hello? Hello, I'm Christy. And I'm such a good girl. I'll let you out. Kissy, kissy. She is such a sweetheart. So the Fish does speak to illusion. Possibly things are not clear. But you know, the Fish again is very sudden. It's slippery and slimy, and it could be quite revealing, could be quite surprising. But of course, King of Pentacles is like King Midas, right? This speaks to abundance. This speaks to financial security. So whatever this is, this message, it does speak to securities, financial. It could be connected again to family, parents with children. Let's take one more on that. And we've got the Dog, which is loyalty, 10 of Cups. This could be a very precious individual, I would say, the Page of Cups. A very precious individual, or even a very precious offering, invitation, message. The Dog speaks to fun, play, loyalty. Maybe this is not what you see coming. And this offer, whatever it is, will be of great value, will bring a lot of happiness. But let's see what that 10 of Wands is, because remember it turns into an ace, the Ace of Wands. And we've got the moon there, looks like a full moon. So possibly by a couple of weeks, some sort of a heavy burden is coming to an end, is completing, and then we're going to have the restart, right? Ace of Wands is like the light coming on. This is where I want to put my energy. You've got an opportunity to create. This could speak to desires, right? So someone could be at a dilemma now, to put the load down, to keep carrying and believing that, because this could also be a spiritual connection, a romantic connection. This could be someone's admiration, recognition within. It could be a business partnership, it could be a family relationship, it could be a romantic relationship. Let's look at that 10 of Wands. And we've got the conflict. So there will be a little bit of conflict internal or external, about carrying this through, whatever this is. And it's the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is usually the player. Knight of Wands is the traveler. Knight of Wands is someone that's very free-spirited, someone that travels for work, someone that's at a physical distance, someone that's possibly trying to come in and visit. It is the traveler, the Knight of Wands. Something to do with a job, but it involves travel, whatever it is. Let's see what else. And we've got the lucky clover, Six of Pentacles. This is meant to be. Whatever offering comes through that you don't expect, or you've been waiting on this, maybe the timing will be now or in the next couple of weeks. It's going to bring a lot of hope, but Spirit is saying hold on a little bit longer. There is gold at the end of that rainbow. There's going to be happiness. It's like your loyalty will be recognized and will be rewarded. Recognized, rewarded, revisited. I do feel it's going to happen during the Mercury retrograde. The lucky clover is here. You need to grab the opportunity. And Six of Pentacles is like a Karma Dharma card. This is a return. This is what you've paid your dues. Now you're waiting on the return in whatever this situation speaks to. And the whip is number 11. 11 is like an open portal. Let's see what the Two of Pentacles speaks to. We've got news, and it's the Seven of Swords. Interesting. News that's all tied up, information that you were not privy to, or someone's tossing up whether they're going to communicate, whether they're going to move forward with some sort of a contract, agreement, whether they'll be open and not holding on to something that maybe weighs heavily on them, that they have not been sharing with you. You know, this is communication. These are, I don't know what this, the letters, the news is all tied up. Someone's been sworn to secrecy. Someone's been hurt. Therefore, they don't know whether they will open up these letters, open up and communicate. It feels like someone's been collecting information and they're waiting for the right moment to use this. But there's a dilemma and a decision that needs to be made. What else? And we've got the Garden. So it could have to do with someone's reputation. Now the Garden, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. Someone has been trying to keep back on information leaking out to the public because they fear that their face, their reputation in society will be hurt, will be wounded. There's something that they need to keep quiet on. And it feels like someone's been sworn to secrecy here. It could be one person saying that, no way, I'm not going to let you in. I'm not going to let you know what I'm going through and what's going on with me. But with the Garden, we see the round table, and that speaks to a pleasant meeting in gardens, in a public place where there are huge trees, oak trees. We've got the tree here. There are gardens, there are flowers, there are trees. It's a very pleasant place. There's a marquee. This is a public place. There's going to be a meeting, possibly second chances. It is the card of Judgment, number 20, which can speak to crisis, second chances, choices that need to be made. And we've got the clouds that are clearing, so it's like the worry is going away. We've got like a King of Wands, King of Swords, depending on who you are. Some sort of truths, yeah, because we see the illusion, right? I don't know if this is Aquarius or Pisces energy. Someone speaking their truth and clearing the air. It could be, and it could be surrounding their desires or what they're working on, or anything business related, even legal. And Nine of Swords, lots of worry about someone's stability. It could be business, it could be work, it could be family, it could be contracts. I mean, the anchor could be someone that is getting grounded, or someone that's been stuck, they haven't been able to move. And the anchor speaks to business as well. Someone seeking advice from someone wise. I don't know if whoever you're dealing with, they wear glasses, but this could be sound advice from someone who can give sound advice. But, the owls also speak to birds. So they're messengers. Things that were hidden may be coming to light. The owls do speak to wisdom, education, information, all those things. Let's see what the energy oracle holds. What is the advice? And we've got cornucopia. Wow, look at the abundance here. Look at the abundance. And the cornucopia is like with the garden. It's like you're surrounded by the harvest. You're surrounded by beauty, by abundance. Whatever that means for you. I mean, this could speak to financial. It could speak to just feeling very valued. Someone putting you up on a pedestal. Cornucopia. Right? This is manifestation. Think about it. A few days ago we had Venus and Jupiter connecting in the sign of Cancer. Jupiter had those, just as he was coming out of his shadow, he connected with Venus. Jupiter in exaltation, very strong positioning, and Venus in Cancer, very sensitive, very homely, very emotional, very warm, if I could use that term. Very Cancer is sensitivity, it's water, it's emotional, it's family, it's connecting to your tribe. So cornucopia comes through. That's the promise here. And let's read that. Number 11 again, which is like an open opportunity, right? 11 is the Justice card. Maybe Spirit is putting things straight. Whatever the decision is, remember, 11 is Justice. It's a very karmic card, but it can also speak to anything that you've been dealing with, anything at all that's been difficult. Because we did mention also like a King of Swords, which could be something legal. The return is abundance. Let's read number 11. Wishes fulfilled. An abundant harvest and great blessings are waiting for you, and you may even find all of your wishes fulfilled. This cornucopia of gifts from the universe can come in the form of financial riches, job fulfillment, romantic love, or all of the above. When you receive the cornucopia upright, you know that you've done important work and it's about to pay off. The seeds you've planted in your energy and in your life are ready to be harvested in some significant ways. Get ready, for a great feast of abundant value is being prepared for you now, and Spirit is applauding all of your effort. What a message. And looking at the astrology, I'm not at all surprised that this could be something very significant that is coming in. Let's take a few Sibilas and let's get a little bit more information. Big changes are happening. We even see the hair here, which speak to a birthing process. We see change with the dragonfly. We see the star card, which is a wish card. We see the stars here. And then you get the wish fulfillment card. There's a lot promised here, my dear friends, and I hope this will be for you. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, hyping the video. It helps us get heard more, be seen. Thank you to our patrons as well. Now, all the love readings for June, they're up on Patreon. The new moon will be done today. So if you're a Patreon and you haven't received the new moon yet, well, don't worry. New moons take even up to 6 months to manifest. So because I was on the road yesterday, I'll be doing that today. look out for that, dear patrons. And a special thank you as well to our new members. Thank you so, so much. The new members have got a little sign next to their name so you could tell that they're in our members and they're supportive of us. So a big special thank you, and I will be calling your names out tomorrow on the live love reading, the premiere. I will be sending you my best wishes tomorrow in the chat. So return tomorrow for the love reading that we do every Wednesday. Let's see what's going on. We've got the Two of Cups, so there's an agreement. This is the house. This is like the Four of Wands. Something is stabilizing, whether it's a business partnership, a romantic. This is an agreement coming together and feeling, finding the harmony in whatever situation. Could even be with friends, friends from the past returning. We've got the butterfly, and the butterfly is exactly here as well. So there's some sort of change that you've gone through. A metamorphosis, and this has also got a sexual connotation to it. There's a sense of freedom. Of course, the butterfly goes from one, flower and then goes to another flower, and obviously it's about putting in the effort, right? And it's like sowing the seeds. You've already sown the seeds. If you ask me, because it's the Ten of Wands, if you ask me, and possibly Ten of Swords, it wouldn't have been easy, of course, but the work has been done. Now there's a sense of freedom. And the butterfly, wow, beautiful. They're everywhere these days. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the ladro. So a couple of tens, rounding up, closure. The ladro is like tact, secrecy, diplomacy. He's like the fox. Sometimes he's like the outsider. He's found a very intelligent way because maybe he wasn't allowed to walk through the door, so he's walked through the window. So, of course, this could be physical theft. So do take care. Make sure you're locking your windows and doors when you're not there. But this can also be an outsider that found an intelligent way to make it. Ten of Pentacles is support. It's cornucopia. It's abundance. Sometimes, of course, this is like the Seven of Swords, so things going on behind the scenes that you were not aware of. Something will be revealed. Let's see what else. And we've got Consolante Sorpresa, so a consolation prize, but it does speak to success. And this is Uranus bringing in something very sudden. It's the money, it's the value, it's the resources. What is it that someone gets? And we've got the messenger coming through. This message is taken for quite some time. And remember, the messages here in the Two Pentacles up in the air on the Seven of Swords. So someone does decide. They do decide to open this mail and share. But it's going to happen in a public place. Within a meeting, expect good news to come in, because that's a positive postman that's coming. He's on foot, so it's taken him quite some time. And there's the superbia, which is the abundance. There it is. And wow, okay, again, it's a number 2. So the male peacock is a spiritual, it could speak to a spiritual connection. It speaks to luck, abundance, harvest. It speaks to magic, like seriously. It's a wonderful outcome, and it can bring, just like the cornucopia, also very strong intuition. Pay attention to your higher self and what your higher self is telling you. What's at the bottom? And we've got deliriousness. These guys are delirious because of something that's going to come through. So maybe it's connected to friendships. Maybe it's connected to something silly that someone's done in the past. Now, this is the Nine of Pentacles. Someone that stands in their strength. They know their worth. They're independent. But they've also got people that are there to hold them up when they're in need. And these people could be someone that's celebrated a lot. They can't believe that they won the lottery. They can't believe that they got their foot in the door, whatever it is. What are they sitting on? And they're sitting on amore. And amore is love, and it's the child. Children are new beginnings. Okay, this is Cupid, and Cupid, of course, is the child of Venus, Aphrodite. Remember that Jupiter and Venus. Jupiter is still in Cancer. Venus has finished up in Cancer, has entered Leo, and Leo is the child. Leo is also the inner child. It's the time to celebrate, to have fun. It's recognition. It's being up on stage. It's the riches. It's the gold. Leo is gold. Look at the gold here. I get the goosebumps as I mention that. So my dear friends, there's so much that is promised right now. Now we're not all on the same timeline. Everyone is going to have some sort of a blessing, I would say, with these cards. Very happy to give you this reading. We will catch up tomorrow here again on YouTube for the love reading. Thank you so much, always. And of course, the members get this reading first. The messenger always is released to the members first and then to the public. So keep that in mind. And tomorrow for the love reading, the members get the extended portion. So we usually do quite a long reading for the public, and then we extend it even more, 20-25 minutes for the memberships. Thank you for your love and your support. Always, to all of you that are here holding this channel up and doing whatever it is that is possible that you can to extend a helping hand, as we're here every couple of times a week on YouTube, and sharing and caring about the community. Thank you so much for your understanding and connecting with us in whichever way you can. Love and light, and we'll be back tomorrow. Patrons, look out for the new moon analysis on Patreon. Thank you so much. And whoever's got their birthday, whoever's celebrating their birthday, yesterday to today, tomorrow, these days anyway, that new moon is very significant. It's quite a positive new moon, and it's a new seed that you're planted. If you've got your birthday, it'll be about new beginnings on many, many fronts for you if you've celebrated your birthday, and a happy, happy birthday and solar return, a prosperous solar return. We'll catch up tomorrow. Love and light, everyone. Thank you.